To my process for first trims, I do 5 steps. Step 1 is going to be getting them used to ropes being thrown around their feet and their body. Step 2 is going to be following the pressure of the rope with their feet. Step 3 is going to be picking up their feet and patting the bottom, using a hoof pick, going ahead and cleaning it out. Step 4 will be holding them like a farrier would. And we'll talk about the differences between the two. And then step 5 is touching where the farrier will touch while the foot is being held. This is Robbie. She is a yearling. She came today for furthering her handling skills, being good for her first trim and under saddle prep. We do a lot of that here of halter breaking, creating the foundation for good horses to have successful first rides when they're ready as a 2-year-old. So let's start with step 1. Step 1, I will start by standing here at the point of the shoulder, and I'll go ahead and I'll send my rope around their feet. She's done this before, so she's not moving, but if she were to move, I'll go ahead and ask her to move. If she were to move, I would just follow her and keep the same rhythm going with my rope here. And then once she relaxes, then I'll take the pressure away and tell her that's what I wanted. If I have a horse that's still a little bit insecure about this, I'll go ahead and I'll use a flag as well. And I'll desensitize them with the flag, and just for that added comfort of knowing they're relaxed about things. So one way that I know that they're relaxed about it is I'm looking for the blinking. I'll look for their ears to move. I'll look for them to lower their head and also to lick and chew. So she's still blinking. She's relaxed in her face. She's not showing me any signs of stress. Okay. So then step 2, and you might want a cotton lead rope for this one. So again, I've got my horse comfortable with stuff going around their feet, right? So now that I've got that going for me, I'll come in here and I will, see if I can get it to get the rope around their front leg, and then I get them comfortable with the rope wiggling their legs. Good girl. So once I have their foot between my rope, I'm going to just lightly look for pressure. I'm going to lightly apply pressure, and I reward every try. So when I first start, that's perfect for what I'm looking for. So then again, notice how I have a U on my lead rope. When I take the U out, she should be doing something. And so here's my slack, my U. I pick up. I'm going to hold pressure till she gives, and then she follow the pressure. And then I'll work on this in short increments. So I'll work with this front leg until every time I just apply a little bit of pressure, she's reacting. Good girl. And then if that's good, or she's making progress, is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the perfect end result right away. I'm looking for progress. I'm looking that she is understanding what I'm asking. And then we'll do the same thing on this hind foot here. Now, it can be a little tricky when you get to the back feet. So I like to lay my halter lead rope over my arm, but please notice I never wrap it around my arm. I just have it setting there. And I find that I can react if I need to. So again, when you reach for this hind foot, make sure that you block and protect yourself. Same thing. She feels the pressure, reacts. Good. Her backstory is she used to be, there we go. And so now she's going to move, that's fine. I'm going to follow her with my pressure. Once she relaxes, I relax. So looking for my U. There, she gives her pressure, hold, there, good. And so this is just the baby beginning steps, how I would approach this. And then once they understand to follow and give the pressure, I'll hold it longer. And then they'll have to hold it. And then once they relax, And then we move on to step 3. So what step 3 looks like for me is I'll keep the rope here. I'll slide my hand down. This is my cue to them, my cue that I want their foot. Ooh. Ooh. Then I'm going to slide my hand down, cue with the rope. Oh. And this is perfect. If she wants to move, then as soon as she stands still, I'll release. Stand still, release. And if I feel the need, I can also take her to the wall and have that help me. Good. She's following my cameraman. All right, so again, I'm moving from my second step to my third step of picking their feet up. I'll be here in step 2 with the rope around their foot. I'll go ahead and just lay this over her back. I'm going to cue, sliding my hand down. See how she's shifting her weight already? That's good. I'm just going to kind of respect that and let her offer it to me. I'm going to be patient here. And then now I can pick her foot up. Now at first, I'm just going to be looking for 1, 2, 3 seconds. Reward that. Let her know she did a good job. Good girl. Again, slide my hand down. See, I take this as she's trying and she's offering. I'm going to give her a second, give her the cue. There you go. And then here I am. Now I'll hold her for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Good job, Robbie. All right. So before I move on to step 4, I want to make sure that I can come up, slide my hand down my horse's leg, clean out their feet without any resistance. My horse is comfortable, stands here, and they understand the assignment. They know that they're supposed to stay still and give me their foot. So my next thing is for the farrier. This is the thing where a lot of people stop. They call this good and they say, okay, I can clean out their feet, no big deal. But the big change is the way that a farrier holds them. So the way that a farrier is going to hold their feet for their first trim, most likely, is they're going to pick it up like we will, but they're going to twist this knee when they hold it between their legs. So think about that. Look at the change. You might want to come back. So they feel tension now in this part of the leg that we haven't practiced. And I find a lot of horses, when we get to this position, will move and avoid the pressure because they're not comfortable. I can pick up the back foot and hold it. Now here's another thing. For the farriers hold in step 4, they're going to hold their leg and bend this joint. So we need to practice getting them comfortable feeling pressure right here for when they are going to be get their first trim. Again, we're going to clean out this foot. Good. So before I'm finished and I think that I'm ready to call my farrier and get her first trim done, this is the last thing that I think some people skip when they're getting their horses ready, is that when they pick their foot up, now I wouldn't go to a farrier's hold here for the front leg, but farriers, well, I'll show you that, I'll mimic. Farriers, when they hold this front foot, they have to rasp, right? And sometimes their elbow and the back of their arm is going to bump this area of the horse. And so horses, believe it or not, they already feel trapped, and then you go to bumping them right here, and they want to evade from that. They don't want to sit here and accept the pressure. When all the steps are put together, it should look something like this. I should be able to walk up, slide my hand down their leg. She should start shifting her weight for me. There, good girl. There you go, good. I should be able to put the legs in the farrier's hold. Clean out their foot. I should be able to rub right here and pretend bump it. So I'm going to make the farrier rasp motion here and rasp and bump this and rub. And they should just accept all of this pressure and be comfortable and know that the end is in sight. Good girl. I hope you have a great first trim.